How's it going, y'all? I was about to vote for the Game Awards for fun, and I figured I might as well record myself doing it and post it, because why not? Um, let's just get into it. I'm not going to explain why I'm doing this. We're doing it. Let's start voting. So Game of the Year. I've played 3 of these. I played Expedition, Bonanza, and Hollow Knight Silksong. So of those 3, for me it's gonna be Expedition. I loved Bonanza, and I thought Hollow Knight Silksong was very good as well. But Expedition is something else. It might sweep my entire awards show. And it will probably sweep the real one. At Death Stranding, I didn't play the first one, so of course I haven't played the second one. Same thing with Hades. And Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I actually might play that after I finish recording this. But, yeah, Bonanza, very fun. Very, very fun. I really have no complaints with it. I mean, I don't know, it didn't have the it factor for me. It was very fun, though. I liked it. And Silksong, I just prefer the first one. I didn't really like the crests and the tools that much. I would have just preferred it all be relegated to charms, like it was in the first game. It's a lot more simpler and easier to just, switch stuff on the fly when you want to try something new, and I appreciated that a little more from the first Hollow Knight. And so in Silksong, I kind of locked myself into one build because I didn't feel like grinding to upgrade everything on all the different crests and all the different tools. I was like, whatever, I'll just fucking rock with what the game gives me from the start, and that's what I did. And it was still fun, but it wasn't as dynamic as the first Hollow Knight, where you're like digging through your charms and trying to figure out what the best move set would be for the specific boss, or I just prefer the first one by a lot. But with that being said, Expedition is my game of the year. Best game direction. Well, I have only played one of these, so it's going to be Expedition again. I really do think it will sweep the entire award show in real life. Expedition, best narrative. I haven't played any of the other ones. Now, I haven't played like every game that came out this year, but I played a lot more new games this year than I have in previous years, so I'm proud of myself for that. Best art direction, Hollow Knight and Hollow Knight Silksong. Very great art direction. But the thing is, like, Silksong's art direction is kind of the same as the first game. It's not really innovating much. It's just, going with what was already good and doing it marginally better. But Expedition is like, dude, it's so good. Best score and music, it's Expedition again. Now, I will have a little bit of a confession here. Whenever I play like any platformer or Metroidvania or whatever, I always turn the volume down and listen to podcasts or YouTube or my own music while playing. So because of that, I never really listened to Silksong's soundtrack. I had the game very low volume, and I was, on top of being low volume, I was usually listening to something else in the background. So I don't know the music very well, but for a game that's more story focused, where I'd be listening to dialogue, I have, I'm not listening to podcasts or anything. So I heard Expedition's music quite a lot. But yeah, everyone raves about Silksong's soundtrack. I never listened to it. I never listened to it despite having played the game for like 35 hours and finishing it. But yeah, the music in Expedition is phenomenal. Best audio design, we're going to continue the glazing. I never played the other ones, so I can't really say. Best performance, So I wish they would tell you what characters these guys played. Troy Baker is the GOAT and all, but I didn't play Indiana Jones. Didn't play Silent Hill or Ghost of Yotei, so it's going to be Battle of the Expedition voice actors. And it is funny to me that they got 3 of the 6 nominees. I'm going to go with Jennifer English for Mael, though. I am a big Mael fan. I made a whole video about Mael on my main channel, and it killed my channel. So I died for Mael, figuratively speaking. That's how much I am a fan. No videos on the main channel ever got any views after that one flopped because it was very niche. I'll get back on track. Innovation in accessibility. Well, it goes without saying, we're not giving it to EA, we're not giving it to an Xbox Game Studios game, we're not giving it to Ubisoft. I don't know what Atomfall is, but also I'll give it to Doom: The Dark Ages. I don't know. It's gonna win that category. Games for Impact, for a thought-provoking message. Never played any of these. I've never heard of any of them. So, can I skip this? Okay. Best ongoing game. I've only played Fortnite and Marvel Rivals out of these. Actually, no, I played Helldivers. No Man's Sky. Is that game even live service? I don't know. But it's got to be Fortnite. The thing about Marvel Rivals is that I don't really think it can win Best Ongoing Game because the game kind of died. So I don't think it's very ongoing anymore. Not like it completely, but you'll get Marvel Rivals hype December of last year and December of this year, and it is quite staggeringly different. Best community support. I'm gonna skip this one. Again, the only community here that I'm familiar with is Fortnite, and I don't really want to give them an award, so we're gonna skip this one. Best independent game. This is one that I've seen like some discourse about. Expedition isn't an indie game in the typical sense of an indie game, and it was nominated. And on top of it not really being an indie game, it's also going to win like every other award, so they couldn't spare Silksong anything. But with that being said, Expedition is the best game on the board here, so we're going to pick it again. Best debut indie game. Okay, so I will talk about Dispatch here. Fucking amazing. Like, Dispatch and Expedition are, in my opinion, the 2 best games this year. And they're both debut indie games, which is pretty cool. So I love Dispatch. I love Expedition. But as much as I love Dispatch, I think it's a 10. I think Expedition's better. Marginally. It's better. And I think so. Best mobile game. This game sucks, but I'm going to pick it anyways because it's Persona, of course. As we know, I'm quite a fan. Best VR AR, I'm going to skip this one. Best action game, I haven't played any of these, I'm going to skip it. Best action adventure, I finally give something to Silksong. I didn't play the other 4, and I think Silksong's probably going to be the best game anyways, had I played it. And oh boy, Monster Hunter Wilds I did also play. I would have liked to see it get more nominations. It was very good, but this has been a very good year for games. And what's pretty cool is that the indie games have completely taken over. Like, people have been saying for years, like, oh, these AAA companies don't know what they're doing, the indies are going to take over. And I always scoffed at that, like, and there's no way. Well, it has happened. The 4 most popular games that came out this year were all indies, with Expedition, Dispatch, Silksong, and Hades 2. So Expedition's gonna win again. And I'd say Mario Kart and Bonanza are probably up there too. Best fighting game. I skip it. I find it stupid that like almost, well, I don't know how many of the, but like there's at least 2 collections here. Like that's kind of crazy. Best family game. I had this gripe. I don't know about last year, but at some point, like best family game. Why is this here? It's not multiplayer. Like it's not traditional multiplayer. Like why is it there? It's I'm gonna give it to Sonic Racing Cross Worlds because it has Joker in it. Best sim strategy. I have not played any of these, so we're gonna skip it. Best racing. I played Mario Kart World. I did not play Cross Worlds. I gave Sonic the last one. I'll give Mario Kart this one. I did like Mario Kart World quite a bit, despite it, kind of, again, not needing to really exist because Mario Kart Wii is better, but oh well. I did not play any of these, so we're going to skip it. Best adaptation. Until Dawn, I do love me some Until Dawn, the game. I never watched the movie. Until Dawn, the game is just a personal favorite of mine. And I would fight for it if we're really getting down to it, but not for the movie, which I've never watched, and I have heard it's dog shit. I know with the Minecraft movie, because that was funny. That was a funny little phase there with the Minecraft movie, and like going to the theater. I did see it myself, and it was pretty funny in theaters because I did get a good theater where people were going nuts. Most anticipated game. It just has to be GTA 6. It's not like that pause wasn't me considering which one to pick. It was more of me saying, like, if we weren't talking about if it wasn't so obviously GTA 6, like Resident Evil 9 is going to be pretty cool. But it's GTA 6. It's the biggest spectacle I've ever seen. Content Creator of the Year. Well, I only know who 2 of these folks are. That, of course, being Kai Cenat and Moist Critical. Moist Critical, I have been watching him consistently for like 5.5 years, and I definitely do seem like the Moist Critical type. So you can probably tell from just the way that I'm doing this video. It's not to throw any shade at Kai Cenat. I am a fan of his clip farming from time to time, but I don't watch live streamers, so it's gonna be Moist Critical. Best esports game, don't care. Best esports athlete, again, don't care. I've never been an esports fan, thankfully. Best esports team, we're gonna skip that. Yeah. I guess that's it. Yeah. So that was my Game Awards nominations. I really liked Expedition. To a certain extent, it's like, how many awards are enough for Expedition? And it's, I'm not going to give pity awards to other games just for the sake of, Expedition has already gotten picked by me for 6 other categories. Let's disperse the, let's disperse the votes. No. I'm just going to give it to what I think deserves it. What I think is the best game or the best fit for the category. So Expedition, very good. One of my favorite games of all time. And that's it. I won't drag it out any longer. Thank you guys for watching. It's very possible I'm the only person that's going to be watching this, but it's here. If you're watching this main channel video, there's going to be Black Friday game hunting, and on the Friday before Christmas is going to be the end of year ranking every game I played in 2025 video, not 2025 releases, but games that I played through in 2025, whether their original release date was in 2000, 2005, doesn't matter. So have a good one. Thank you for watching.